Hey, it's Bortone. How you doing? Welcome back to our series. Today we are talking with my friend and colleague Naomi Skarzinski, and I think I pronounced it right.
Yes, you did an excellent job.
And I don't know exactly where we first met, but I know I've always been fascinated by what you're doing because you're doing so much with video and helping people to do
Hmm.
video. A long time ago, I sort of, I know that I think you came out of sort of the virtual assistant side, but obviously you do a lot more than that now. Do you want to talk a little bit about the types of stuff you do and how you help people with video?
Sure. Actually, what I am now is an online business manager, virtual assistant.
Hmm.
I sort of do the slash there, and I really cover the gamut of with my clients of almost anything administrative that they need except bookkeeping and accounting. I don't do anything with that, but almost anything administratively, I help them. And then when video started becoming prominent for businesses, decided to add that to my tool set about maybe 5, 6 years ago.
Hmm.
And I've just added it to my tool set. So now when clients need a video for their website, they need videos done for their YouTube channel, anything along those lines,
Hmm.
I will be able to, I help them with that. So it can be sometimes a one-off video. They just need one video help with. But most of my clients have series of videos or they're constantly putting videos on YouTube.
Right.
And I'm there and I can handle everything with the YouTube.
Hmm.
We've had that discussion where, you've said, as far as getting into the YouTube and doing the titles, the description, the tags, and all of that, and even the transcriptions, I
Hmm.
handle all of that. So they're more, hey, I've done a video, I got on camera, I've done it, here it is, edit it for me,
Yeah.
do everything that needs to be done, and they don't have to worry about it. They've done their part, and the hard part is left to me.
That's great because a lot of people are really intimidated by the whole upload process and the keywords and the descriptions and YouTube is a moving target to say the least. I know we
Right.
talked before we started recording about how YouTube seems to be stacking the deck a little bit against the little guy and really focusing on creators and entertainers and that kind of thing. But you had mentioned that there's still obviously a use for that and you see it kind of in
Right.
the portfolio. You want to talk about that a little bit?
I actually I don't worry as much about how fast my personal channel is growing because I use my channel for two purposes.
Hmm.
I do a lot of training on my channel, which is youtube.com/top shelf VA.
Hmm.
I do a lot of training. So people who want to learn Camtasia or want to learn PowerPoint or Photoshop or business training, I have a lot of videos on there. And so I look at that as just a way of giving back, helping out people. The other way I look at it is that when people are saying, do you know how to do videos? Have you done videos? Have you edited? Do you know how to edit? I
Right.
can say, I have 70 videos on my YouTube channel right now, and it's growing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take a look at that. And I use that as a portfolio. So I know the quality of the videos that I put up there. And usually that sells individuals right away.
Hmm.
So that works quite well for me,
Yeah.
even if I'm not looking at YouTube as, hey, YouTube, I'm going to make money, and YouTube is only going after the creators, celebrities, that type of thing right now.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
Right. And no, it's hard. I mean, unless you're getting tons of views or you're Gary Vaynerchuk, is
Right.
not going to make a huge
And
amount of money from the ad.
right. And one thing I wanted to mention where you were saying about the SEO and how that is a problem for some individuals. What I have actually a client that will email me and say, we're going to be doing 5 videos on this subject.
Hmm.
We're going to be going to this place, and this place. We'll be doing videos on these places. What keywords should we be using? What should we be concentrating and using within our dialogue? Because I also transcribe, and
Right.
when you transcribe the video, YouTube is part of Google. Google will look at the written word,
Right.
so it helps a little bit. So prior to they're doing the videos, I will actually do a lot of the SEO research for them and give them ideas of what keyword long tail is to incorporate into their dialogue.
That's great.
So I also help prior to taping a video.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed about a lot of the creators and people who are having success with that is they are sort of reverse engineering their videos, starting with keywords. Like before they even do the video, they've already researched the keywords and things like that, which is really helpful. And I've started to use, some of my clients are using Uber Suggest and keywordproof.io. And so, yeah, I mean, you may want to reverse engineer it and not just say, oh, I did this video, let's see what the keywords are. It's like, well, what are your clients and customers and potential customers looking for, and how can you kind of reverse engineer it? So
that's it, exactly. You become more honed or tuned into your exact message instead of being all over the place. Within your video, you know exactly, okay, these are the topics we really need to emphasize because this is how people are searching for the topic I want to discuss.
Right.
And this is how I should talk about this topic.
And then how are you personally using it in your business in terms of, are you doing videos on Facebook? Are you doing anything with live? How are you using it these days?
Almost everything for me, as far as my business, is first put onto YouTube, a training video of business, like my top shelf VA report, which I haven't done in a couple months, but it's first put onto YouTube. Then I promote that across my other social media platforms. And if it's my top shelf VA report, it also goes onto my website as part of the blog. When I do my blog, I have the text of the blog, and the video is an addition to the blog.
Great. Yep. And have you had success with that? I know that you've grown your business quite a bit since we first started talking a few years ago. And
yeah, I've had quite a bit of success. The way my business is set up, it's a little bit different than other online business managers, virtual assistants, especially virtual assistants. A lot of individuals or small sole proprietors out there will do one-time projects. I like building relationships with my clients. So my partnerships with my clients are on a retainer long-term basis. I have a client who has been with me. She's now going into her 15th year with me.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I have clients on average spend 2, 3, 4 years with me, because once they've started out and they've gotten through the first couple of months, they're saying, oh my gosh, this really does help my business. And I become their right arm. And so that's how I'm a little bit different from other businesses out there, because I'm working on a long-term relationship. I'm really getting to know the client. I'm really looking out for the best interest of my client and really trying to help them administratively with their businesses.
Right. And that's the other thing too, is that you bring the skill set of video and things that sometimes intimidate folks. What advice would you have for people who are a little bit gun shy about getting started with video?
What I did when I was really gun shy, and I know this sounds ridiculous to some people because they're like, well, that's time wasted, but it's really not. If you're really gun shy about starting with video, especially if you're doing talking head type videos, talking head is what we're doing. It's just you on camera. For 1 week only, set up your camera and record, talk to the camera. You're not going to show this to anybody. You're not going to do anything with it. You're not going to place it on YouTube or anywhere. Just get on there and talk. Don't do a script. Don't do anything. Say, I'm going to talk about the sky today. The sky is blue. It's a very rainy day. I don't like rain. Just whatever comes to your mind until it starts feeling very natural. And I guarantee if you do that an hour a week, sitting in front of the camera, just talking about whatever comes into your head, all of a sudden, it's going to seem very natural. And then when you do have to do something that's more scripted or planned, it'll still feel a little jilty and or jaggy, and it'll be a little bit hard, but not as hard as if you, were just trying to start out cold.
Right.
I
Yeah. Yeah.
always say, just start out, just get in front of the camera and don't worry, because nobody's going to see what you're practicing on.
Yeah. You have to get used to hearing yourself and seeing yourself on camera,
Right.
which I've been trying
Exactly.
to do for 10 years. But the other thing that I suggest to folks sometimes is you can do a Facebook Live and set the settings to only me so that you're the only one that can see it. So even though you're doing a video, it's not going out anywhere except to your own. You're the only person that can see it.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad you told me that, because one, I did not know that you could do that. Two, that is my hesitancy. I haven't done anything live
Yeah.
yet. This is the closest that I've done anything live,
Hmm.
because hitting that
I know it's a
play
little.
button and knowing that I can't put it into my editor and
Yeah.
say, okay, I'm going to edit out this part and I'm going to adjust the lighting here, and that type of thing.
Yeah, see, we're video editors, so we want that sense of control. But the nice thing
Exactly.
is you do a Facebook Live video and you set the settings to only me, and then like, oh, okay, that came out pretty good. You can go back in and rechange the privacy settings so that you could make it public. So,
Well, I'm going to have to practice that
yeah,
then.
cool. Well, tell folks how they can find you if they need help with video or YouTube or anything like that. What's the best way
They
to find
can go to my website at
you?
topshelfvictorapple.com and take a look through my website, and I have a contact form on there, or they can email me at Naomi, Naomi, at topshelfva.com, and I'd be more than happy to talk about their business, their videos, anything that they need assistance with.
Awesome. Well, we don't want you to be one of those best kept secrets anymore, because what you're doing is tremendous and usually helpful to folks. So we'll send people your way.
Thank you.
All right.